Well, a lot of you are probably wondering, where's the toy hauler? What happened to Nate's quad bike and the trailer with the canopy on the front and the freezer in it and all the tools in the other side and the tinny on the roof and all the gear? Well, I rolled the trailer, I rolled the toy hauler and totaled everything. But for now, we're going to go on an adventure with the boys up at INJINOO, chasing turtle, and then at the end of the episode, I'll walk you through exactly what happened, how I got this little trailer, and why I'm towing this trailer up Cape York. Alright guys, I've just been flying the drone here, getting some amazing footage, and one of the boys just rocked up and he's putting the boat in, him and his younger brother, and just shooting along the coast here for a couple of hours looking for turtles. So he said, "Do you want to jump in?" And I was like, bloody oath, I want to jump in. So we're going on an adventure. I'm just going to put the drone away, get my rod, grab a box of lures and jump in the boat with the boys. Hello mate, how are you?
Good, yourself?
Good? Do you mind if I film?
Yeah, bro.
Alright, tell everyone your name.
My name is Mandai. I'm from INJINOO.
Yeah?
How old are you? I just turned 21 yesterday.
Yesterday? Happy birthday, bro.
Happy birthday, Mandai.
Who are you?
Hi, everyone. My name is Lyell.
Lyell?
Bowie. Mandai's big brother.
There you go.
Yeah, we're both from INJINOO originally, yeah.
And what are we chasing?
Chase, I'm just gonna head front home reef here, look for turtles.
Okay.
Hope we get one.
And we got this big thing.
Yeah, that's we call that quill. That's like a harpoon.
A harpoon?
Yeah.
Called a wop? Or you call it a queel?
Wop.
Oh, so that's the wop and that's the queel in the end?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright. Alright. For Gundang and Anggamuthi men, hunting the ocean starts at a very young age. When the men arrive home from a hunt, the young boys would clean the boat, learning about the equipment, the catch, and the respect of older uncles and fathers. What's the stomping do?
Making the turtle kick from.
And then you see him easier.
I only see like dust.
Once they've proven themselves after years of this, they'll be taught to drive the boat, listening to their father, their uncle or older sibling up there on the bow of the boat in control of the hunt. Again, they would have to prove themselves in this position before moving up to the second harpoon shot, and then eventually to the bow, controlling the hunt and throwing that first harpoon. This is a process and a big step for an Anggamuthi or Gundang boy to become a man.
I look for logs.
Yeah.
Like just a whole log when we go underwater.
So you're in the river?
Yeah, in the river.
Yeah.
Down in Jardin. We just, this one time, I assumed it was a log. And when as I was swimming closer, I went underwater, swim on the floor bed.
Yeah.
All the way, thought assuming that was a log. But when I came closer, I only saw like big head, yellow eye, nice clean teeth with dark skin. And like a black crop.
Big one.
Yeah, he's a local.
What did he do?
Nothing.
Yeah, you just turned around and you swam off and he stayed there.
I was shocked. I was freeze that moment.
Yeah.
Until my cousin big brother, he was like about that far. I think he probably saw my cousin coming.
Oh yeah.
Then he backed up like. But he swam. He was waiting front side.
That's so lucky. Is that fresh water there?
Yeah.
Oh, how good's that? That's awesome.
We will go to the spot. Where? Outside. No, so let me see that. You got that out. All right. Nice Jack, beautiful Jack.
Yeah, that's a good colour, eh?
Yeah.
Nice red one.
Catch.
Yeah.
Mandai, where are we? Upstream from INJINOO River. Parents. Yeah, like this big.
Yeah, monsters.
The tail was like this wide.
Oh, there's timber all along there. It all looks good.
What's that? Huh?
Trapboard.
Where?
What's that?
Oh, it's deep there. You allow him to like now get to close Mandai. Whoa! So you got Jack? Jump? No jumping.
You're playing with a barra.
Yeah, right. That's a decent size there. Come in the boat. Fish on! You get that on camera? Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Hey! Whoa!
How good's that?
Mandai, that fish looks
Yeah, I reckon this corner's going to be good, hey?
Yeah.
A few good little looking spots up along here, heaps of timber, nice deep water. What a beautiful river.
You wanna go back up?
Thanks for bringing me in here, boys. This is good.
Anytime.
Yeah, let's go back up. Keep flicking through here.
Yeah.
There's some popcorn barra.
Popcorn barra.
Popcorn barra.
Popcorn barra. I want to try that too.
Yeah,
I
that's
reckon there's
good.
a bigger one sitting under the snag there.
Yeah, I reckon too.
Side one. No, something good.
Bang.
Little one.
Little one, yeah.
Little one.
Oh, it's a jack.
Oh, Jackie.
Nice. Oh, you wouldn't starve in here, would you? Plenty of fish.
Yeah.
Gotta find them big ones. Oh,
Yeah,
yep. Oh, I dropped it.
That's a barra.
That's it.
He's buried
Around
me.
that snag?
Oh, I think it's a jack. He buried me. Come on.
But I caught and put that thing you'll see.
Still on. It's got me in the sticks.
Yeah, Yeah, see, they took that and go
So
around.
fast.
What?
Yeah, he's still on there.
In there, under that shadow. Go next one, Mandai. There, that gap there. Upstream? Yeah, come here, idle. Butterfish. No, butterfish.
Okay, the big one. I'll film you. Is there a stingray in there? What is that?
No, that's barra.
Oh yeah, I see it. It's moving. Oh, he's going under. Yes. I want you to tell us all, because everyone that's watching the show, they grow up in the city, and they got no idea what it's like up here. So I mean, most kids grow up, they go to school, you go to the beach, you play basketball or something on the weekends. What did you do growing up?
Growing up, I say weekdays, school, obviously go to school.
Yeah.
After school, we always play, say, touch footy.
Touch footy, yeah.
Yeah. That was our favorite sport through school. And this one game, we call it Ida. It's like a tiki game, but I don't know. Say, it's like a tiki game.
Yeah. Well, that's pretty normal. That's what everyone does down the coast, like tiki and touch footy.
Touch footy on the weekend. Here we go. Yeah. We always swim in the river too.
Okay.
Back then, because
in this river.
Yeah.
With crocodiles.
I don't know.
I suppose you just wait for the right tide, eh?
Yeah.
No crocs back then. Well, because they were hunted more.
There was one croc, I think. One croc. Sorry.
Yeah.
Like back then.
Okay.
But he didn't like get bothered much.
No. Do you think there's more crocs?
He always
now?
like snatch dogs and that.
Oh yeah.
Horse.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wasn't like into humans.
Yeah.
I think. I don't know.
And then what about this stuff? Like, what age do you get in the boat and start learning how to hunt?
From young age, say 16 up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
friends who you like go out with.
Who takes you out?
I always, from young, I always go out with my dad.
Yeah.
Okay. Learned a lot from him.
And then is there?
A few other uncles as I grow older.
Yeah.
I learn a lot of traditional stuff, say the hunting way, and cutting and that.
Yeah.
When you catch.
So they make sure that you're learning how to cut the turtle.
Yeah, learn the proper way.
And then do you have to do anything before they say, okay, you can go on your own now? Like, do you have to get to a certain point where they trust you, or is it up to you?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, a certain point, I think.
Okay.
Until they trust you, like to go out on your own.
Yeah.
Like say you and your crew now.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's a big thing, hey, like a couple of young fellas getting in a big boat, knowing that you got enough fuel, knowing that, like, how to drive a boat, like, knowing about crocodiles and...
Yeah, you gotta know the ropes.
So there's a good spot to grow up then.
Yeah, definitely.
And this area where you've grown up, INJINOO, this is where the Aboriginal tribe, the original tribe was here, hey? And then Bamaga and Seisha was like islanders there?
Yeah, islanders, yeah.
Okay. Alright. INJINOO.
Yep.
Good spots. All right, so if everyone coming up to the tip of Cape York, they want to see the tip, what do they do in INJINOO? They stop in the morning and get a cup of coffee?
Yeah, cup of coffee.
What's the cafe called?
Timmy's Cafe.
There you go. I went there this morning
and NPA.
and it is bloody good coffee. It was really good. Wow, this is cool. Alright.
Good caffeine to kick off your day.
Yeah. Oh, well, thanks for having us here, mate. Thanks for taking me out, Sava.
Anytime, you're welcome.
I reckon we'll do another one, eh? Maybe like Thursday, Friday or something.
We're going woody next.
And the skipper?
Skipper, what's your name? Skipper.
Skipper.
Yeah, you look. Hey, Mandai, turn.
Guys, like and subscribe.
That's it.
Like and make sure, guys, like and subscribe to Wild Riches.
Come back next week.
Come back next week.
You might see this fella.
Might see me on YouTube. That's a wrap, baby.
Yes. Very good. I'll see you all next week. If you want your merch, wildreaches.com. Join the crew, patreon.com/wildreaches. Thanks to these fellas for taking us out today. Beautiful country, beautiful river, beautiful coastline. And we'll see you all next week. All right. So what happened? Well, yeah, I rolled the trailer. So I'll start at the beginning. I was 2 weeks before coming up to Cape York to film season 8. I had a four-wheel drive camping and caravan expo show that I had to go to. It was a local one to where I live, and straight after the show, that's the only reason I had the trailer on the Land Cruiser, and I'd organised to go and film a deer hunt, a red deer hunt with a friend of mine up in the hinterland up behind my place, and he was already out there, and I had to get out there as quick as I could, and it was nearly dark, so I just went straight out there, and it's about 45 minutes away, and spent 3 or 4 days up in the mountains looking for red deer, which was really cool. We filmed it, and that should be coming pretty soon for you guys, but we're up there filming, and 3 or 4 days later when I left, I'm cruising around that morning, heading back towards my place with the trailer on. It was quite early in the morning, and I didn't know the roads. It was a big steep corner, or a big steep hill, and at the top was like a hairpin corner, and to be honest, I suppose I just wasn't paying attention. I was deep in thought, and I'm so comfortable because I drive so often with the big trailer on up here in the wildest environments. I've put that trailer through its paces. So many times I've looked in my mirrors, and if you've driven with me, you know that it's almost OCD. Like, I'm constantly looking in my mirrors, watching that trailer, and I've seen it lift wheels and in wild environments, and I've pushed it to its limit where I thought, okay, if you know, this is its limit. This is how hard I can push it. So anything else, I'm sweet. So I've come up around this corner. It has caught me off guard. I think I swore at myself in the moment, and then I looked in the mirrors and I saw the trailer go over. And it makes me feel sick right now thinking about it. It rattled me. Luckily it was early in the morning. I get out of the car, and I mean, I wasn't going that fast, guys. I was going the speed limit, 100%. I was going slower than the speed limit, but I have a lot of weight. This tinny up top, upside down, is a lot of weight. And to give you guys an idea of the speed I was going, when I was looking in the mirrors, I was almost at a standstill. And then when I actually saw it fall onto its side, I was completely stopped. I was stopped on the road, looking in the mirrors, and I saw it come over on its side. So I wasn't going real fast, but I was then facing on a diagonal across my lane, and the trailer was on its side, taking up the whole other lane. So I just jumped. I didn't get out and film anything. I was just like, you know, my heart's racing, I'm shaky. I just jumped out, grabbed whatever I could, which was 2 garbage bins, and I ran around and put a garbage bin way up the road to alert people coming that way that there was a trailer in their way, and then ran one down the other direction. Luckily it was in front of someone's property, a huge property, but their driveway was massive, and their bins were out, so I grabbed their bins and set them on the road. My tinny, the straps had snapped, and the tinny was on the road, and the quad bike, the straps had snapped and it had come loose in the trailer, and it was buckled. The handlebars are buckled at 90 degrees, and it was bad. It was a horrible situation, and the only good thing was that no one was coming the other way. No one was injured. The cruiser was still on its feet. It was all good. And now within a matter of minutes, a car pulled up one way, a car pulled up the other way. The boys come up that were working on the property that I was out the front of. They came up. Someone had a cruiser like mine, winched the trailer back onto its feet. But what we found was I'd blown a tyre on the passenger side, and I still didn't know what was going on. I didn't know what came first. I didn't know I'd rolled it twice. The tyre had blown on the passenger side. It looked like it had done a bead because the rim was a bit buckled and had no air in it. So I don't know whether that happened first or what. But so yeah, we lifted it back on its feet. I then drove it off the road, kind of like skull dragging the trailer. Me and the boys lifted the tinny. There's like 3 or 4 of us, and carried that off the road. The outboard motor was just somehow came off the trailer and was on the ground, pretty banged up. Everything was bad. Everything was damaged, and the tinny itself was quite damaged as well. You can see here, it's got this big ass dent in it. The gunnels are a little bit warped, and I actually thought it looked that bad. I thought it had it. So I'm thinking, all right, the outboard is smashed. The tinny is a write-off. The quad bike, the handlebars are buckled. The frame on the trailer, the big frame that carries the boat, was all twisted and ripped, and I had to get it towed. Got it towed back to, well, literally put it on the back of the tow truck. Took it back to my place, and the other good thing, besides nobody being injured, was that it was 45 minutes from my house. If it was 3 weeks later and I was up here and that happened, on the gravel, it could have rolled 4 or 5 times. It could have spun the car out, because it would have lost traction. And then I'd be up here stranded with a mess. So now I look back on it, it was a blessing that it happened where it did. Yeah, the trailer I can fix, but I'm 2 weeks before this trip. Threw the tinny in the river, it floated, and then I had to get a trailer. So I just picked up a second-hand trailer and had everyone who supports me jump on board and help me get it together in 2 weeks. So mission built, did a little bit of fabrication on the trailer, extending the drawbar, putting not a DO35 hitch, a Treg hitch on it for me, which I'd love for off-road. Bob Jane T-Marts were able to get me a set of Yokohama tyres because I love my Yokohamas, I really trust them. We had to lift the guards at mission built, had to do all sorts of things, and everyone really jumped on board and helped me out. And one of the big things is these days I carry, because I'm up here for like 8 weeks at a time, I carry a freezer. I carry a Bushman freezer in here, and well, it's normally in my trailer, as you all know. It's in that canopy box on the front, and the canopy, the trailer, was a write-off. So luckily this was fine. It was actually in the canopy when it happened. The freezer was fine. How am I going to bring enough food for 8 weeks when I'm doing so many kilometers these days? After a 10-hour drive, I normally have these wild, delicious meals, cook them up, and they're so quick and easy, and I've normally got a freezer full of them. So I decided to rip the back seat out of the Land Cruiser, put the freezer in there, put some more gear in there because I can carry gear in the trailer normally, so I had to put that in the car. And then EcoFlow, this is an EcoFlow unit here, I'll pull it out in a second show, but EcoFlow heard about what happened and wanted to get on board and help me within 2 weeks, to power me back up for this trip and get me on the road. And honestly guys, I've used EcoFlow for a little while now, and I love the product. It is such a good product, and for them to reach out and supply me with one of these units for the trip it really got me out of the trouble. Everyone did, Bob Jane T-Marts and Mission Build, everyone jumped on board and got me out of the mess that I was in. I basically trashed everything, but it's all worked out. It's all worked out, I don't know for the best, but it's all worked out. No one got hurt. I'm still up here, able to film season 8. Thank you to everyone that jumped on board to help out. Those companies I've mentioned already mean a lot to me. Just the support that you show means a lot to me, and all you viewers. Your support really means a lot. Everyone on Patreon who is contributing to me making this show, it all means a lot. Okay guys, that's a wrap for another episode. I will see you all next week on a fresh episode. I'm sure it's going to be a cracker, so please come back, and yeah, see you all next week.